You know, I've been in the real estate business for over 20 years as a broker who specializes in listing foreclosure properties. And as you might guess, most of these types of properties are usually scooped up by investors who pay in cash. But there are also buyers who want to be owner-occupants but know that, they don't have the extra cash to be able to get the repairs done they'd like to do. Also, in a lot of cases, the condition of these properties doesn't allow them to qualify for the type of loan that the buyer is trying to get. Buyers a lot of times just don't realize that not only do they have to qualify for the loan, but the house has to qualify condition-wise as well. But there's a loan out there that very few people know about, and it's called the FHA 203K Rehab loan. And it allows you to combine the home purchase and your renovation costs in one loan. Now, one of the great things about this type of loan is after completing the renovations, you'll have created instant equity based on the increased value that the repairs have created. In a nutshell, the qualifications for these loans are nice for the first-time home buyers because the credit score and down payment requirements are lower than most of your regular conventional loans. Now, if you have a credit score higher than 580, you should be able to finance 96.5% of the purchase price and renovation. Obviously, doing the quick math, this means you only have to come up with a 3.5% down payment. Now, if your credit score is in the 500, 579 range, your down payment would have to be at least 10%. Now, there are two types of 203K loans, and I'll touch on a few of the highlights on each of these. The first is the limited loan, which allows up to $35,000 in financing for non-structural repairs and upgrades. The good news is there's no minimum amount you have to borrow. The money can be used toward repairs or get your home ready to sell. The bad news is, as everyone knows today with inflation, $35,000 doesn't get you a whole lot of major renovations done, unfortunately. The second type of the 203K is the standard loan. Now, a wider range of remodeling options is possible with this loan, including structural repairs. It does require a minimum loan amount of $5,000 for repairs, and it also uses a 203K consultant who will work with the lender and the borrower. Now, there's no specific dollar amount on the loan, but the combined home purchase and renovation loan amount cannot exceed the FHA mortgage limit for your area, and your lender can fill you in on that. Now, if you're interested in a 203K loan, your first step will be to find a lender who offers one, which we can help you do that. But keep in mind, not every lender offers FHA loans, or if they do, they might not provide this particular 203K option. So after finding your lender, your first step will be to review what needs to be renovated on the house and determine the size of the loan and the scope of the project. Now, you'll need to bring on a HUD certified inspector to ensure that FHA standards are met. And the ideal process should be that the HUD consultant conducts the upfront inspection on the property to identify all the repair items that are needed. Keep in mind, the inspection is really key, as it should be thorough, as you cannot add extra money once the financing is done, so you have to basically get it right the first time. Now, once you get the inspector's report, you can use it to get bids from contractors to complete the work needed. The type of work that could be done with a 203K loan includes stuff like addressing health and safety issues on the house, putting on a new roof, gutter downspouts, replacing the floors, making structural changes, or reconstructing parts of the house. If you got a handicapped person in your family, you can do remodels for disability access as well. You can do energy conservation improvements, landscape work, and just basically any other modernization or appearance improvements. Now, once you have the scope of the repairs in writing, the lender will hire an FHA-approved appraiser who usually does a before and after value appraisal for you. And again, your lender will give you specifics on this and answer any questions regarding the loan process. Now, when the value is set, the money for the renovation is put in a custodial bank account in the borrower's name, and the disbursements are made to the contractors as the work is done and inspected to everyone's satisfaction. The amount will also include a contingency reserve, usually about 10%, which is very important in case hidden problems are found during the repairs. Now, one more thing to consider. If the work on the home is so extensive that you can't live in it during the renovations, you'll be able to finance up to 6 months of mortgage payments, so you basically won't have to pay for your current home and the new one at the same time. Now, the 203K is a good idea in that it allows you to get the repairs done up front before or during your move-in, and it removes that temptation from you to maybe consider using your credit cards and paying for these sky-high interest charges that we're seeing nowadays. So, now, if this is something interests you and you'd like to learn more, simply direct message me or text or call me at 270-784-SOLD. We'll talk soon. Thanks.